Mr. Mark Seyforth.
Feels good to stretch, doesn't it? Where's Jay? You know, 1 year ago, I stood in front of a bunch of cameras, and we began to shoot these videos that most of you have seen. And at that point in time, there was not one person in ONE24. It was a what-if company. I remember sitting there going, I was so excited about what we were getting ready to do, but I also knew that nothing was real. I mean, there wasn't one, think about it, not one person, not one, anywhere. Now, I look around and I see what's happening here in California. We're just getting started. The same thing's happening all across the country, every place I go. And we've actually gone from this what-if company to what I call a what-is company, because now it's actually happening, it's real. You know, you've heard some stories today from people who have gotten involved with this company and what they've accomplished. I get to hear them from all across the country. Every place I go, I get to hear these stories about what's actually occurring. I've seen people that, in just a very short period of time, because when this was actually put together and developed, my whole thought process was that, well, it's going to take at least 24 months. And it's going to build very, very slowly. And you've heard people talk about Suzanne and everybody else talking about staying connected, because that's what it's really all about. But I also knew that this income was, $5, 10, 15, 22, 34, 50, $70 a month to 6 or 7 a month. That's not going to make anybody rich. That's not going to retire anybody. But I also know, because I have the knowledge and the experience, that says, okay, if it's working, if those things occur, if you go from that point to that point in that period of time, guess what? 24 months, you're going to retire. It's going to change your life. And so, as we started to build this, for me, one of the most exciting things was to actually see it starting to occur. Watching the people that got involved, watching them get their first $3 check. A lot of you are just now, you're a guest here today. A lot of you are in ONE24. But everybody has to go through that same process. Everybody has to get the $3 check first. Then they get the $10 check. But see, I'm already getting to sit down with people that are making 15 and 20 grand a month. And they're way ahead of the curve. I keep telling them, I say, guys, you're kind of way past the eye of the turtle. You are really, you're kind of the paws of the puma, because you guys are going very, very quickly. You're not supposed to be at that level this early on. But it's working. So, the one thing I've seen in this short period, this first year, and we're just in our infancy, think about that, guys. You're at the very beginning of something that I believe will sweep this entire country. It's like, Jay said, we're going to come back here in November, they're going to do this again. I promise you, there won't be a seat in the house. There won't be any place to sit. People will be standing outside. Because you think of all that's occurred in just a little period of time. Because I don't think, Jay, how long have most of you here in California been involved in ONE24? Maybe 5 or 6 months? That's it, Jim? Probably 5 or 6 months, right? Yeah, and look what's already happened in just that short period of time. So the people are the things that I get to see first. I get to see the people, the growth, the excitement. So we've become this what-is company. We've got these great stories. And you heard when he was announcing who these people were that were sitting up there. And I got to meet a lot of them the other night, which was really fun. But did you hear the backgrounds where they come from and what they do? Well, these aren't people that are unsuccessful. These are people that are very successful in their lives. And yet they're getting involved in ONE24. Why? Probably the same reason each and every one of you is looking at this, because they don't really have retirement. There is no real retirement out there for anybody. And this is a program that's designed to allow the person, whoever they may be able to get involved and build very slowly and very consistently and get to a level of retirement, to actually retire in 24 months. Can you imagine that? Most people work 50 years and never, ever, ever, ever retire. And when they do, they have nothing. That's not going to be the case. You're going to get to build something, and all you've got to do is, like Suzanne said, it's so simple, it's just stay connected. Now, the plan itself, the compensation plan, was something that I developed, because I've been in the industry for 35 years, and I've written compensation plans for most of the, not all, but a lot of the big network marketing companies out there. And I kind of always said this, you've heard that in my videos, this love-hate relationship, because even though I really believe in the idea of, being in business for yourself and having